intro video, so we're hopping right in. I'm just putting my hair up and prepping, getting ready to apply my makeup. And as you know, I'm natural, so I put my hair back with a clip. I'm going to start off with some witch hazel, and I like to put witch hazel all over my face. I use that as like an astringent, and just to make sure my face is really clean. Next, I'm going to put a little bit of coconut oil on my face, just a little bit, and it's not going to make your face extra greasy or extra oily. My skin tends to be a combination, so I'm dry and oily, but the coconut oil really doesn't take away from anything. It doesn't make me extra oily or whatever. Next, I'm going to be putting M.A.C Prep and Prime, M.A.C Oil Control Lotion, and a little bit of the Giorgio Armani No. 4 Fluid Sheer. I absolutely love this stuff, and I just mix it all together in my hand, and I apply that all over my face. And that's what I'm doing right there. I have to do a voiceover because I have a fan going on because it's so hot upstairs right now. Next, I'm putting on Philosophy's Total Matte. I think it's what it's called, Total Matte. And I'm putting that on my face. I like to put that all over as well, and it just helps to keep my oil production under control. So I like to use that as well. And I think you guys have seen these before in another Get Ready With Me video, I'm not sure. Okay, so yeah, next I'm going to be putting some of the Becca primer in my T-zone. That has a tendency to get the most oily on my face, and I just put a little dab of Dewy, and I make sure I get that around my nose really good and on my forehead. As you can see, I think I've already done my eyebrows, and I do have a video link for that. Next, I'm going to be using the Smashbox BB cream in dark as a primer. I absolutely love this stuff, and I tend to use it either by itself or as a primer. I'm applying it with the Real Techniques sponge. If you don't have this, you guys need to go pick it up at your local Ulta beauty supply store. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. I actually use this over the Beauty Blender. Next, I'm going in with the M.A.C Richly Honed, I think, sculpting cream. And if you want your contour to be a little more subtle, I like to put it on right after my primer, and that's just a little tip for you. And I put that along the jawline to contour, and I'm going to take that Real Techniques around my face where I want it to have that shadow, and put the contour or put the depth back in my face. And I'm using the Real Techniques sponge to work that out, work that in my skin, make sure it's blended. Yeah, watch that hair there. And you're just going to take that and continue to blend that until it's all blended in. And I also like to do this around my nose initially, because this will help with the blending of the highlight and contour of the nose. And that's another tip that I've learned as well. What am I doing here? Next, I'm going to be mixing the M.A.C Face and Body, and I'm a C7 with Giorgio Armani Fluid Sheer No. 4, as well as a little bit of mixing medium. The mixing medium is going to give it just a little bit of more medium coverage. Face and Body is a very light to sheer coverage, but you can build it to a medium coverage, and I'm applying it in between the areas that I laid the contour down, if you notice that. So that would be right under the cheekbone, under the eye, in the center of my forehead and my chin. And I'm going to work that in on my face, again using the Real Techniques sponge to do this. And this helps to keep the face defined, but the contour is not going to be overwhelming. And so I also put it down the bridge of my nose. Anywhere I did not contour, that's where I'm laying my foundation, the Face and Body mixed with the Fluid Sheer and the mixing medium. And I'm blending that into my face to create a very three-dimensional face with light to medium coverage. I'm not overdoing it. I just put about 2 to 3 drops of the mixing medium in there, so it comes out really nice. I know I didn't tell y'all this, but for the eyebrows, I use Anastasia BH dipbrow in chocolate, and I'm just working this into my skin. Oh, also for the lashes, I use Coco lashes from LashBrat. Next, to highlight under my eye, and to conceal, I'm using M.A.C Pro Longwear Concealer in NC45 mixed with Kevin Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer SX11. And that is my highlight concealer of choice. I usually always use this combo, and I'm working it into under my eyes I'm also going to put a little bit on my chin, and I believe I'm also going to put a little bit on the bridge of my nose. Yep. And I'm also going to work this in using Fix Plus along the way to keep my sponge damp. And I'm going to work that into my skin. Oh, what I was saying about the lashes are the LashBrat Coco mink lashes. Absolutely love those lashes. Very nice, and the band is not too thick. And you can get a good 10, 15, 20 wears out of them. And I'm still just working this into my skin and dabbling as we go along. Next time I'm going to try to do this as soon as I'm done filming, because I tend to forget what I did, even though I write notes, but anyway. Okay, so next I'm just still blending, making sure everything is well blended. I like to use the entire amount on the back of my hand. I go in with whatever's left on the back of my hand and I work that into my right underneath my under eye. And I like to take a concealer brush and I like to blend out right underneath my eye. This will help with creasing. Anyone that has issues with creasing under the eye after they've laid down their concealer or highlight, I'm using Makeup Forever Super Loose Matte Powder, and I'm putting that under there. Try using a concealer brush and blending out right underneath your eye before you lay down your powder, and that will help tremendously. It's helped me. I have not had any creasing under my eye from that, plus the other little products that I use to also help reduce creasing as well. And I'm just laying down the powder, the places that I highlight. That would be under my eye, bridge of my nose, chin. I don't normally highlight my forehead, but I was into it, forgot, and highlighted my forehead. But I don't normally do that. I like to take away attention from my forehead because it's so ginormous, okay? Right here I'm brushing off the powder with a fan brush because my regular brush had been washed and was drying. So yeah. But I like to have like 50 million 11 brushes. I don't know who else is out there like that, but you can never have too many makeup brushes in my opinion. Okay, so we're just brushing that off. Yes, hunches, almost done. I'm using the Makeup Forever matte bronzer number 40. O to the MG. I absolutely love, 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 love this bronzer. There's one more that I love even more than this, and that's the Delphic from the M.A.C Aquatic collection, which I did not use in this video, but that's another one if you're looking for a matte bronzer. But this Makeup Forever matte bronzer number 40 is the business. It's so nice for my skin complexion anyway, and I'm using that to warm my face back up, the areas that I contoured. And I just like to work that into my skin using, you know, blending motions, circular blending motions to just blend that into my skin. And I'm meeting that and blending it to the areas where the highlight meets the contour that I laid down. And if you notice, the contour is very subtle. It's there, but it's subtle. And when you apply the powder product on top, it just really brings everything together. I really, really like doing it that way. Sometimes I forget to lay down the cream contour first. Okay, next I'm taking just a little bitty brush and I'm using that same matte bronzer and I'm warming up my nose and I'm starting to contour my nose here. And this is the only thing I'm going to use to contour my nose. Besides the cream product, I've worked that in. I put a little bit of the concealer highlight down the center of my nose, blended that in, and now I'm just using a little bit of that matte bronzer number 40 from Makeup Forever and I'm contouring my nose. I'm also carving out a little bit of the button nose technique there where you go across, right across the bridge right there, and it'll be very subtle. Next I'm taking Definitive MAC Sculpting Powder and I'm going to create an extra dimension where my cheekbones are, and I'm just adding that to just add another layer of contour there. After you warm it up with the bronzer, I'm just using a little bit of sculpting cream to just add a little bit more definition there under my cheekbones. Just a teeny bit of drama, not much. I do the same thing on my forehead, and I try to blend that back toward the hairline with the other product there. Next I'm using Amber and Rose by M.A.C. It's one of my favorite blushes, and I'm going to work that into my cheekbones, and I absolutely love that blush. Next I'm using Golden Bronze Illuminating Powder from M.A.C. This was discontinued, but if you can get your hands on it, from a CCO, yeah, cosmetic company store, or CCS I think. And I'm working that in with a brush there. I really like the Golden Bronze, but use whatever highlighting powder you have, and I'm going to work that into the areas that I highlighted. So I'm just right on the button of my nose and a little bit down the bridge. Next, I'm going to be using Nars Albatross highlighting powder or blush. It's a blush, it's not a powder. And I like to just put a little of this goes a long way, ladies and gentlemen. A little goes a long way. I know I like to overdo stuff, but I don't overdo that Albatross. Trust and believe. You'll be looking like something off of the Mummy in one of them flashback scenes from Imhotep, okay? Anyway, next I'm going to be using a combination of mineralized charged water, and I add a little bit of vanilla pigment to it, and I spray that all over my face, and when it dries, oh my goodness, you just look like your face has been airbrushed. Next, excuse the hair, the wind is blowing, the fan is hot as you know what up here, okay? Next, I'm using the Magenta lip pencil from M.A.C. No, I think it's Beat. Yeah, I think that's Beat lip pencil, actually. That I'm lining my lip. No, maybe it's Magenta. Y'all, please excuse me. It'll be, the correct lip pencil will be in the description bar, okay? Oh, yes, hunters, look at that. Fan blowing. Next, I'm applying Flat Out Fabulous on my lips. Love this lipstick, ladies and gentlemen. I love Flat Out Fabulous. So I think I did use Magenta lip pencil here. Yeah, I used Magenta, I think. And Flat Out Fabulous. In the center of Flat Out Fabulous, I'm going to be laying down St. Germaine. And I'm working that into the center of my lips, trying to create a little ombre effect there. Yes. Y'all know I overdo lips, I overdo blush. So y'all feel free to stop where you want to now. Y'all already know. Okay, next I'm just going back in with the Magenta lip pencil, and I'm just deepening those outer corners of my lips and redefining them where I kind of overshadowed it with the lipstick. So make sure you go back and reapply your lip pencil if you need to. If you don't, you know, you can skip that step. Of course, of course. Well, really, you can skip all the steps, right? Okay. Ooh, yes, look at that wind. Look at that hair, y'all. Giving myself life. Okay, I'm applying a little bit, I think, of St. Germaine again, right in the center of my lips. Next, I'm going to go in with Next Fad Pro Longwear Lip Glass. And I like to apply that with a brush. I don't like getting my little wands dirty in those things. Don't ask me why, I just don't. I'm applying that right to the center of my lips and working it in. Remember, this look is all about the face, so there is no eye makeup. I just did highlight under the brow a little bit with concealing cream. That was earlier, and I think I didn't film it. But yeah, did y'all just catch that glow when I turned? Did you catch that? I caught it. It was fabulous. Okay, back to the lips. Okay, so I'm still applying Next Fad. Okay, now what am I doing? Oh, yeah, I'm taking off the excess so you don't get it all over your cheeks. Okay. You can also do that with a finger, but I just don't like that. Putting your finger in your mouth, rolling it around, pulling it out. But anyway, yes, hunches. Now I'm just, yeah, now I'm being ridiculous. Enjoying that fan, y'all. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Work with me, work with me. Okay, y'all. Yep. Now I turn off the fan. And I'm going to tell y'all, it's hot. It's hot. But look at that face. Woo, yes, y'all. Summer glow using face and body. When you got that glow. Y'all remember The Last Dragon? Yeah, now I'm just fixing my hair. Nice twist out there. Yes. A couple days old. I love old twist outs. But yeah, y'all know I'm rambling till we get to the end of the video, right? Alright guys, love you. See you later in the next video.